Have you ever looked at the world around you and realized it just isn't as crisp as it used to be? The faces you love, the words on a page, the beauty of a sunset, all a little less clear, a little more distant. It's subtle at first and easy to brush off, but over time, it begins to chip away at your confidence, your freedom, and your joy. What if I told you there are three tiny natural foods, seeds in fact, that could help protect your eyesight as you age? That could support your retina, reduce inflammation, and keep your eyes comfortably hydrated. Without prescriptions, without procedures. I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Ageless Garden, where we believe your best years are not behind you. Today I'm going to reveal the three most powerful seeds for your vision, and the third one might just surprise you. Our eyes age just like the rest of us, but they often do it quietly. Behind the scenes, the retina, the paper-thin layer at the back of your eye, starts to wear down. It loses blood flow. Inflammation creeps in. Oxidative stress, like rust on metal, starts eating away at delicate tissues. And because the retina has no pain receptors, you don't feel it happening. One day reading becomes harder. Driving at dusk gets stressful. You're squinting more. But this decline isn't destiny. Once we understand what's happening inside, we can start giving our eyes exactly what they need to stay strong. There are three powerful seeds that stand out when it comes to natural eyesight support: chia, flax, and sunflower seeds. These aren't exotic or expensive. They're probably sitting on a grocery shelf near you right now. But what they do inside your body is remarkable. Each one helps reduce inflammation, improve blood flow to your eyes, and support hydration, key to preventing that gritty dryness so many seniors feel by afternoon. They're easy to add to your diet and deeply nourishing to your retina. And today, I'll show you how each seed brings something unique to your vision's defense. Let's begin with the smallest, most unassuming of them all, chia seeds. You've likely seen them before, maybe floating in trendy drinks or sprinkled on top of yogurt. But behind their quiet appearance lies a powerhouse of vision-saving nutrition. Here's what makes chia so valuable. It's one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Now, you don't need to remember the name. Just know this. Omega-3s are like lubrication for your eyes and protection for your retina. Think of them as the oil that keeps the engine of your eyesight running smoothly. As we age, especially after 70, blood flow to the eyes decreases. Inflammation starts to build, and that can damage the delicate cells of the retina. Omega-3s help calm that inflammation and open up those tiny blood vessels, keeping your vision clearer, longer. According to a 2011 study published in Nutrients, diets rich in ALA were associated with a reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. But that's not all. Chia seeds are also high in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that act like sunglasses for your eyes. They filter harmful blue light, reduce oxidative stress, and protect your retina from damage. Many high-end eye supplements rely on these exact compounds. But here they are, in a spoonful of chia. Now let's talk about one of the most common complaints I hear from my patients: dry eyes, that gritty, burning sensation. Chia seeds have a surprising way to help. When soaked in water, they form a gel-like coating. And when you consume them this way, that hydration benefit carries through. It supports your body's tear film, the thin layer that keeps your eyes moist and comfortable throughout the day. Let me tell you about Edna, one of my longtime patients. She's 76, sharp as a tack, and still plays piano at her local church. But she came to me last year frustrated. Her eyes were always itchy and dry. She felt like her vision woke up slow in the mornings. We added just 1 teaspoon of soaked chia seeds to her breakfast oatmeal. That's it. Nothing else changed. After 3 weeks, she told me her eyes felt less tired, and she had stopped using artificial tears most days. Her ophthalmologist even noticed less inflammation at her next exam. Now, if you're wondering how to use chia seeds safely and effectively, here's what I recommend. Start small, just 1 teaspoon a day. Let your body adjust. Soak them in water or add them to a smoothie. Never eat them dry. They absorb water like tiny sponges and can cause discomfort if not properly hydrated. Once your system is used to them, you can build up to a tablespoon a day. No need for fancy recipes. Stir them into yogurt, blend into smoothies, or create a simple chia tonic by soaking them in water overnight. It's gentle, it's natural, and your eyes will thank you. If chia seeds are the quiet protectors of your retina, then flax seeds are your macula's personal bodyguards. The macula is the center of your vision. It's what lets you read, recognize faces, and drive. And as we get older, especially past 70, that part of your eye becomes more vulnerable than ever. Flax seeds might be tiny, but they carry some of the most concentrated plant-based omega-3 fatty acids available. Specifically, ALA, just like chia seeds, but in slightly higher amounts. These healthy fats are crucial. They soothe inflammation, not just in your joints and heart, but also in the fine tissue of your macula. What's happening inside your eye is a kind of quiet fire. Inflammation builds slowly. The blood vessels around your macula start to weaken. The photoreceptor cells, the ones responsible for detail, color, and contrast, become starved of nutrients. And suddenly, reading the back of a cereal box feels like deciphering hieroglyphs. But flax seeds can help reverse that trend by feeding those same cells and putting out the inflammatory fire before it spreads. Flax also brings something chia doesn't: lignans. These are rare antioxidants that help neutralize harmful free radicals, the unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress. Think of free radicals like tiny wrecking balls inside your body, crashing into healthy tissue, especially in sensitive areas like the eyes. Lignans help stop the destruction and calm the environment. And here's a surprising twist. Flax seeds also support your gut, which in turn supports your eyes. This might sound strange, but there's a well-established connection called the gut-eye axis. When your gut microbiome is balanced, your inflammation levels across the whole body, including your eyes, tend to be lower. Flax seeds are high in soluble fiber, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria and helps maintain that delicate balance. Now let me introduce you to Mr. Harold. He's 74, a retired school teacher who still tutors part-time. He came in complaining of glare sensitivity and dry, red eyes, especially when driving at dusk or working on his laptop. We started small, a teaspoon of ground flax seed in his morning yogurt. After just 1 month, Harold noticed a shift. My eyes don't sting at night anymore, he told me, and reading is smoother somehow. It's like someone wiped the fog off the lens. There is one important rule with flax: you must grind it. Whole flax seeds pass through the digestive system undigested, meaning your body doesn't absorb the nutrients. You can buy them pre-ground or grind them at home with a coffee grinder. Store them in the fridge to keep the healthy oils from going rancid. Again, start small. A teaspoon per day is a perfect beginning. If it feels good in your system, build up to a tablespoon. Sprinkle it on cereal, mix into oatmeal, or blend into smoothies. It's invisible in taste but powerful in effect. With consistency, this small habit can do wonders, supporting your macula, calming inflammation, improving digestion, and protecting the clarity that makes daily life feel bright and possible. Now let's talk about a seed that often gets overlooked: sunflower seeds. You may remember eating them as a snack during baseball games or tossing them into trail mix. But what most people don't realize is that these little seeds are quietly carrying some of the most powerful nutrients for eye health, especially for dry, tired, aging eyes. The true magic of sunflower seeds lies in their extraordinarily high levels of vitamin E. This fat-soluble antioxidant is essential for protecting your eyes from oxidative stress, that slow, silent rusting that affects our vision as we get older. Imagine the sun, pollution, screens, and even indoor lighting constantly bombarding your eyes with stress. Over time, that buildup wears away at the retina. Vitamin E helps slow that process down, shielding your central vision and supporting the longevity of your retina. Research published in the journal Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science has shown that vitamin E, especially when paired with other antioxidants, can help slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. a common cause of blindness in seniors. And here's the good news. You don't need a bottle of pills to get it. Sunflower seeds are nature's richest food source of this vitamin. But vitamin E is only part of the story. Sunflower seeds also contain healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, which help lubricate your eyes and support natural tear production. This is a game changer for people who deal with dry, gritty, burning eyes, especially after a long day looking at screens or under artificial lights. When your eyes feel dry, it's often because your tear film, the moisture layer that protects and soothes the surface, has broken down. The combination of vitamin E and healthy fats helps rebuild that moisture barrier from the inside out. That's not all. Sunflower seeds offer a unique cocktail of minerals, including selenium and magnesium. These support healthy blood vessels, helping improve circulation to your retina, which means better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the cells that need them most. Poor circulation is one of the hidden villains of vision loss. Without strong, flexible capillaries feeding your retina, the cells begin to starve and your clarity begins to fade. These minerals help keep those vessels open, strong, and flowing. Let me tell you about Joyce, one of my most vibrant patients. She's 79 and sings in her church choir every week. But she came to me last fall, frustrated by worsening evening vision. She described a foggy feeling in her eyes, a tugging behind them after reading, and trouble driving at dusk. We didn't overhaul her diet. We simply added 1 tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds to her afternoon snack, usually sprinkled over Greek yogurt with berries. After 3 weeks, she told me, it's like my eyes stopped complaining. She wasn't feeling that pull anymore. She could drive in the evening again without that aching tiredness behind her eyes. Now, if you want to start using sunflower seeds for your eyes, here's what I recommend. Choose unsalted shelled seeds. We don't want the extra sodium. If you have dental issues or digestive sensitivities, you can grind them or blend them into smoothies or soups. Start small, just like with chia and flax. Even a half tablespoon a day can start making a difference. They're affordable, simple to use, and deeply nourishing. A true eyesight improvement food hiding in plain sight. By now you may be thinking, Dr. Brian, I believe you. These seeds sound amazing. But how do I actually make this part of my life? And that's such an important question because information alone doesn't change your health. Habits do. The key isn't to be perfect. The key is to be consistent enough that your body begins to shift, heal, and respond. Even tiny changes, repeated regularly, become the foundation of real transformation. Let's be honest. The idea of adding 3 different seeds to your daily routine can feel overwhelming at first, especially if you're already managing medications, meal prep, appointments, and all the little curveballs that aging tends to throw your way. But the beautiful part is, you don't need all 3 seeds every day. Start with just one. Choose the one that feels most doable or appealing to you. Maybe it's a teaspoon of ground flax seeds stirred into your oatmeal, or a sprinkle of sunflower seeds over your yogurt, or a simple chia tonic. Chia seeds soaked in water overnight and sipped in the morning like a daily eye elixir. The best place to begin is often breakfast, because it's a predictable part of the day. For many of my patients, just the act of adding something healthy first thing in the morning becomes a signal, a small declaration that their health matters, that they're showing up for their body one spoonful at a time. One of my favorite patient stories comes from Albert, who's 81 and sharp as a whip. He's a retired woodworker and a grandfather of 7. Albert never liked complicated health routines. He told me once, Doc, if I need a chart and a stopwatch to be healthy, I'm not doing it. Fair enough. So here's what Albert did. He chose 2 seeds, flax and sunflower. He started adding ground flax to his cereal twice a week. On the other days, he'd munch a handful of sunflower seeds in the afternoon with his tea. That's it. No fancy recipes, no rigid schedule. After about 6 weeks, Albert came in and said, something's working. My eyes aren't watering all the time. I can read the newspaper in the morning without squinting. I don't feel like I'm losing ground anymore. That's the power of gentle consistency. You don't have to do everything. You just have to do something and then do it again. Your eyes and your body will begin to trust you, to respond, to rebuild. Now, some days you'll forget. Other days you'll skip it because life gets in the way. That's okay. This is a long game, and you're in it not just for better vision, but for the confidence and comfort that comes with taking back some control. So I encourage you, right now, choose just one of these seeds. Buy it. Put it in a place you'll see it. Stir it into your breakfast tomorrow. And let that be the start of something powerful. Because the habit isn't really about seeds. It's about choosing to care for yourself, gently, steadily, and with hope. If you've made it this far, I want you to know you're already taking a powerful step toward protecting your vision and your independence. These three seeds, chia, flax, and sunflower, aren't just foods to boost eye health. They're small, affordable acts of self-care. And your body still responds to care, no matter your age. You're not powerless. You don't need expensive treatments to make a difference. You just need to begin. One spoonful, one habit, one choice at a time. I'm Dr. Brian, and this is Ageless Garden. If this helped you, subscribe, like, and share. Tell me, which seed will you try first?